Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got round 4 of P1RCs Stewie Mac Time Attack. So round 4 tonight is from Suzuka. This is a rallycross event, so we are doing a week at tarmac, a week on dirt. This week is tarmac. Lobby settings are set up so it has got boost on, so nobody gets, well, no, people do get left behind, but very difficult to get left behind with lobby settings as they are. Just let me know whether I'm coming through all right, etc, etc. Right, let's have a look at scores so far. So Champ leading the way after round 3. Colorado Springs last week, 41 points over P1 Valium on 31 points. Baggy in third with 35 points. Aldo 4th, 34 points. Apache in 5th with 33 points. Tomosius 32 points for 6th. Fizruka 7th with 30 points. You're all that with 24 points in 8th. Manny 23 points 9th. Ghostrom in 10th with 20 points. Also on 20 points is Convicts. Popeye, he's in 11th but joined 10th. Pilgrim in 12th with 19 points. P1 Don with 18 points in 13th. P1 Dodgy 14 points for 14th. P1 Dizzy 12 points for 15th. Magenta Fez 6 points for 16th. And Ricky J no points. Nil point for Ricky J. So let's get us in to this chaos and mayhem lobby. It is. I'm not lying. So, a little bit of a quali, 15 minutes quali, and then a 40-minute race. So it'll be an interesting run tonight. Subarus don't run too bad on the tarmac. Tomosius going for a drift through turn 1. Yeah, you've got to stay off that green outer AstroTurf. That's no good for your lap times. Tomosius has just found out to his peril. P1 Pilgrim just getting the S's wrong as well. Spinning himself round. So no hot laps on the board yet. They are just starting hot laps. Tomosius wrecking his first of his hot laps. Champ's left the room. Magenta Fez attempted a drift round Spoon. That's the bogan. Trying to get the hoon on. Brake early, not for this one. You can fly around this one, take it wide though. Brake. Not quite the route there, Magenta, but we'll see. We'll see if you can. There you go, picking up a penalty for that one. Can't just drive over any bit of tarmac. It doesn't count. So Tomosius. Is he going to be the first man to cross the line? Yeah, he is. So what does he give us? He gives us a 2024. Oh yeah, he wrecked his wrecked turn 1, didn't he? cleanly through here. So, as mentioned, this lobby does have the boost setting on, which does keep the drivers very, very tightly packed. At times, you may just hear the stream go a bit quiet because I can't even see what's going on. Slightly worse at the tighter tracks where it doesn't give you the camera angles. Okay. Juicy Ale. I don't know who you are, Juicy Ale. 159.4 on the clock though. No, not anymore. Off he goes. 159.4. Someone will have to pop up in the chat and tell me who Juicy Ale is, if he's even a legitimate driver. So Dizzy's put in a 2:01.9, but it's like he's picked up a penalty. It's like 2:05.4 for Aldo. So Manny fifth, 2:05.5 for Manny. Stayed fourth. Oh no, sorry, he's taken Aldo. He's pushed Aldo down to fifth, so taken fourth then for Manny. Aldo now fifth. Can he redeem himself? Just coming around these last couple of turns. You're all that in sixth. 2:05.6 for you're all that. Fizzrocker seventh, 2:06.0. Valium in eighth, 2:13.5. Dodgy in ninth, 2:21.2. Patchy in 10th, no hot lap on the board from him. Magenta Fairs, 2:25.9 for her fastest. Baggy, no hot lap from himself. Convicts, Pilgrim and Don all in the pits. So, who is Juicy Ale? I know there's been a new guy in the chat. I don't know, nobody said anything to me about you joining this lobby. Timothy is actually closest to him on his outlap. Again, driving himself off track. You don't have to go off-road this week, Timosius. It's tarmac this week. So how's Dizzy holding that third if his laps aren't going blue? Must mean he's picked up a penalty. So Manny holding that fourth, 2:02.1. Aldo now 2 seconds down from that time, 2:04.1 for Aldo. He's 3.8 up on his quickest, so looking to move up the order with this one. DRS wing on these things. Does open and close. Does sticks himself into second then, Aldo, with a 2-minute 2:40. Juicy Ale still on that 1:59.4. Timosius then still on that outlap, 2 minutes 2:47. Evening, Chris. How you doing? Nice. Do you know this Juicy Ale is, Chris? Do you know that is? This guy who's come in and started smashing everyone. I'll say that as he gets it totally wrong through turn one. Anyone moving about? Manny pushed down to fifth then with Aldo's quick lap. So Valium moved up couple of positions. He was 8th, now 6th, 2:02.2. Suzuka going a little bit quicker there as well, 2:05.3 for him. Still in 7th. You're all that's holding 8th. But he's left to come back, so it's not giving me his time. Dodgy in 10th, 2:07.5. He just gets it wrong through the S's as well. Convicts Popeye 12th. So on his outlap now for Convicts. Magenta Fez back in the pits. Pilgrim just leaving the pits. And Don Sausage Wagon. So Aldo going quicker again. 2 minute 1:12. Closes the gap down on Juicy. Okay, let's find. Let's go on board with a sneaker Juicy Ale. So just through that final turn, back onto the start-finish straight. So again, just have to be careful on this first turn. Come storming down here, absolutely full chat. Just got to avoid that. That's the stuff. That green AstroTurf. Just got to keep your wheels off that. If you do get on there, be very, very careful. So into the S's, Subarus. Obviously set up for a bit of rallying. A little bit loose around here. They're on a super soft tyre, but they're just not built for this kind of circuit. So down towards Degner 1, Degner 2. There's Aldo off in the sand through Degner 2. Again, a little bit of AstroTurf just on the exit there. Just got to be a bit careful through the kick right, hard on the brakes into the hairpin. It's going to drop it all the way down to first. Get that car slowed right down. Four-wheel drive kicking in, not spinning it up. So I think this is 90R. I could be wrong. Or 200R. I forget. So down towards Spoon. Kind of double apex. Hit that first little bit, let it run out wide. Again, he's just on that AstroTurf. Comes back in, catch that second apex. Back out wide again. Oh, there you go. There's the AstroTurf in effect. Up the back straight then towards 130R. I think he might have a little bit of glitching going on. All right, we're into the race now then. I wasn't paying attention. The race clock is saying 40 minutes, so they've obviously had the lobby open for a fair while. Right, 40-minute race for you lot. Juicy holding that pole. Aldo closing in but unable to take it. Sitting in second. Rolling start for these. So unfortunately, some of the drivers at the back are going to start in horrible, horrible places. Baggy, for instance. Start just on that back corner. Magenta Fez and Dodgy. Ruckus as well, just getting caught on that. As mentioned, this has got the boost feature added, so it does mean Fizz picking up a second penalty though. It does mean they all will close back up on each other. So Juicy off the line holds it. Aldo follows him through. Moses holds third, Manny fourth. No position swapping just yet. Turn one, everyone getting through there cleanly. I say that, I think someone's off in turn one, a little way back. So all starting to bunch back up then. That It's rolling start, doesn't affect him with this boost on. Oh, who's that that's gone off? I've just flown past them. You will see a lot of that. It will be difficult to keep up with some of the position changes sometimes. It can get a little bit chaotic. That big pile of chaos heading down towards the hairpin. Timosius second, Manny third now. Apache fourth. Someone is giving it full beams out the hairpin. Someone's also off in the sand. That's Magenta Fez. Not sure what's happening. Just ghosting out. Oh, looks like a disconnect. So Juicy Ale then starting to pull a bit of a gap. But these boys all closing up. He's just kept his second. Apache in second, Dizzy third. Oh, Don getting involved in that, so just getting clattered. Don, he's getting pushed out of that fight, but he's kept it in a straight line this time. 6th place for him now. Convicts up into 7th, Pilgrim 8th. Timosius now, it must have been Timosius we saw go on track through the S's. So 8th for Timosius, Pilgrim trying to take that position off him as well down this start-finish straight. Takes it. Baggy trying to slot one around the outside from Timosius as well through turn 1. Fizz Ruckus bolted onto the back end of this fight. And it'll be like this for pretty much 40 minutes, people. Slotting themselves through left, right and centre. Juicy Ale's got it wrong somewhere. He's now down in 2nd place. Dizzy taking race lead. Half a second, but again, nobody able to disappear off this in these lobbies. Juicy now 2nd, Manny 3rd, P1 Don 4th, Valiant 5th, Convict 6th, Baggy 7th. This Ruckus just getting himself back on track in 8th. 8th. Apache 9th. Aldo 10th now. And Dodgy in 11th. So you will see all drivers in all positions in this race. Dodgy and Timosius. Aldo going off track there as well. Not sure if there was contact between anybody. See all that in 12th. Aldo now 13th. And Pilgrim 14th. 2.6 seconds back. That should be easy to close back up. Juicy looking for that race lead again. So that P1 Don just going off in the background through 130R. Side, there's another punch up going off here. Don managing to escape into 3rd, then Valiant, Manny and Baggy. Let's just change that view up a little bit. Let's get that view on. Just see a bit more of this train of cars. Oh, Baggy getting slingshotted into the tarmac there, trying to take that turn far too fast. Looks like Fizz Ruckus has done the same thing. Oh no, sorry, it's Timosius. Turn 1 all wrong. You can see these cars very loose around this circuit. Drifter-tron through there. Trying to go 3 wide through the S's behind. Everyone picking up penalties. Position swapping left, right and centre. Juicy Ale's got himself back up into top spot. But nobody escaping. And that's the whole point. It almost comes down to a last lap battle. What are we? Lap 3. Imagine there's not a lot of time between the whole pack. 4.8 seconds between 14 drivers. So Juicy is still leading, just Dizzy second, Don third. Positions are probably going to change up this hill though, as Valium slings one down the inside of Don. He's got that position, he's hot on the tail of Dizzy as well, looking for that position. Don coming back, going to be 3 wide going through 130R, almost. Don's gone wide again there. Where's he gone? Oh, into the wall as well, so lost speed, lost positions. Someone taking out the distance markers there. So Don all the way down in 8th after that little bit of off-track action. Again, we'll see him back up the front. You'll probably see him at the back again later. It all kicks off in these races. Juicy Ale thinks he's got away, 1.1 second from Valium. He's not. Not unless Valium slings it in the bin. The P1 Dizzy in 3rd then. Lost the position to Valium. Manny 4th. He's consistently been up in this front group really, as has Manny. Let's see if he can keep it that way. Not get himself pushed all the way to the back of the pack, just trying to drop that penalty. Timosius just getting overtaken by Apache. P1 Don coming back through there as well. Apache getting the advantage as they come down into Degner 1. Oh, someone else off. Don's off. Pushing that Subaru very hard then, Don, all the way down in 13th now. So there you go. Just as I say, oh, and he's almost slung himself off of the hairpin. Come on, Don. So Juicy Ale lead down to half a second. Timosius sideways through there, almost taking out Apache. Just gathering that back up on the way into Spoon. Apache going back down the inside of Manny. Side by side. All that getting himself through into 5th. Timosius, Valium and Aldo all going for the slingshot past him. All that slings himself back into the slipstream. 8th place for him now. Pilgrim 9th, Don back up into 10th, Fizruckus 11th, Dodgy 12th, Baggy in 13th. We saw him catapult himself off in turn 1. Convicts Popeye now 14th. Again, drivers will be swapped all over the place in these races. Juicy, there's a big gaggle of cars coming down there. Oh, Valium just getting his braking point wrong. Someone's gone off there. Was it you again, Don? No, it's Timosius. Oh, he's off again through the S's. You're only 3.2 down, Timosius. The boost will catch you back up. 20 minutes remaining, plenty of time left. You can see they're still bumper to bumper, neck and neck at some points. Oh, someone else getting fired off. Oh my God, it's chaos. Where are they all? It's Don, it's Pilgrim and Apache all the way down at the back. Apache was battling out for 3rd place with Manny a second ago. It's as easy as that, people. Juicy Ale managed to keep it up front, 1.4 seconds. And Dizzy got himself back into 2nd as well. Starting to just stretch out a little bit. I don't know what the limits are on this boost. Dizzy bringing that time down. Aldo getting it slightly wide through 130R. Comes back on track 3 wide into the chicane. Aldo goes a little bit deep, catches Baggy, gets it back on track, not cleanly. Losing positions all the way down in 9th. Fizruckus and Apache look like they're going to come past him. still all on this start-finish straight. Juicy. Gap reduced again. Dizzy looking for that position. Pulled 1.6 from Valium. So I know we have seen drivers that have been sort of 6 or 7 seconds back in races before and easily close the gap back up, which in normal lobbies is kind of very, very difficult. Had to carve your way back through the pack as well, which some of these drivers were doing. So Dizzy and Juicy. Dizzy slotting one down the inside. Oh, he's got it a bit deep. Got to get himself back on track, not in anyone else's way. He is back on track, but down in 10th now. So that gives Juicy not much more breathing room. Valium's kept the gap consistent down to 0.8. Manny right behind him. He has kept himself up this front pack. Ural, that's got himself up into 4th. Baggy 5th. Timosius 6th. He's been all over the field tonight. Oh, Baggy looking like he was going for a move on Ural. That's gone far too fast into Spoon. Got it sideways. He's got it back on track, but all down in 7th now. He's allowed Timosius and Aldo through. So Apache slowly getting his way back up. 8th position for him. Dizzy 9th after his bit of off-track action. He was battling out with race leader pretty much for the whole race so far. P1 Don. Oh, someone Don in 9th, battling out with Dizzy now. Fitzruckus in 12th. All sorts kicking off. There's somebody else off now. Apache's off. He's down in 13th. Dodgy's been dropped. He's 12.9. Oh, he's going to be more now. It's going to be 15 odd seconds back. Oh, not so much. Apache's only just got himself going. Let's see if these two can close back up. So what have they got? 5-second gap between each other and Manny in front. Oh, Juicy stuck a wheel on the grass. Almost had it facing backwards. Baggy's got himself up into 2nd, so it's up to him now to start piling the pressure on that first place driver. Aldo is looking to get past him though. Let's get ourselves... Look. There's 3 cars off there. Maniacs. 4 cars. Baggy's off. 5, 10. All of the cars are off. Chaos. Oh, look, they're off of the hairpin now as well. It's turning into Wreckfest. So, Juicy Ale now a 1.7 second lead over Timosius. Gap starting to develop. These guys can possibly start thinking about putting some decent laps in. No, they can't. Dizzy's managed to come all the way back through that chaos, back up into 3rd. Can Juicy Ale keep that 2-second gap? 15.5 minutes to do it. Just through 130R. Timosius decides he doesn't even want to take that corner. He's got it a little bit wrong through there. Deep through there as well. Is Dizzy going to come back through? How are you going to get back on track? Yes, he is. Dizzy does come back through to take that 2nd. So, Dizzy now has 3.3 seconds to try and close back up on Juicy. Let's see how well that boost works. Timosius, after his slow exit, is under pressure from Pilgrim. Pilgrim getting himself up into 4th. Oh, hot into turn 1 though, and backwards we go. There it is. Timosius not quite at the back of the pack. Convict's Popeye is now 26 seconds back. There it is, easy as that. So, Juicy, 3.2 second lead still from Dizzy. Bit of work for him to try and close that gap. Pilgrim third. Baggy got himself back on track in fourth. Sliding through the Degners again. So loose these cars. Ruckus off on Degner 2. Valium looking a bit dangerous coming down into the hairpins. Chucks one down the inside of Dodgy. Drifts it round the hairpin, does Valium. Keeps the position as well. Going for a bit of showboating at the same time. Hats off to you, Valium. Dodgy 11th. Timosius trying to get round the outside to the inside at Spoon. Does so. So he takes that 10th off of Dodgy. No, he doesn't. Someone else is off. Pilgrim's off. Pilgrim's back on track in 11th. Oh my God, people are all over the place. Baggy as well. Baggy's all the way down in 12th. Manny's struggling now. He's in the right off the pace. 4.3 seconds off of Baggy. Convict's Popeye another 6 seconds back, 6.5 seconds back. Lap times are all over the place. 6:13s, 2:13s, 2:30s, 1:58. Juicy though. 13-second lead over Dizzy. Still kicking off in the background. So Dizzy's got himself 1.4 over Aldo. Can Aldo close that gap back up? Patchy, Valium and Don all battling it through the S's. Ural, that's right there with them. Oh, don't like changing direction, these things. He's still got a big pack of cars behind him as well. So any mistakes, and it's going to cost you. This seems to be where most of them are, through both these Degners. Everyone almost cleanly through there. Pilgrim getting a bit of a walloping by the looks of it, off like Timosius and Ruckus coming through there. Dodgy coming into that hairpin. 500 miles an hour, but a bit of glitching by the looks of it. Baggy trying to get his way back through this pack, holding 10th. Oh, just gets a little bit quick into there. Catches Timosius. Pilgrim trying to hang on to the back of him through there as well. Ruckus 12th, Manny 13th. He has closed that gap back up. Convicts then still 9 seconds down. Now we really will see how well that boost works. So Juicy made a mistake, 2.6 seconds. There's a big pile of cars coming right back at you. Apache back up into second. Valium third now, Don fourth. Dizzy fifth, you're all that sixth. Dodgy into seventh. But for how long? Got Pilgrim and Baggy looking for that position. Manny might slide one down the inside. He does, gets himself up into eighth. By Manny, was that? Oh, who's that? Who's that? There's Dodgy and Pilgrim off there in turn one. Convict's Popeye comes through then. So that puts Pilgrim at the back of the pack. Dodgy in 13th, Convict's Popeye. Now only 3 seconds behind Valium. And these two drivers as well to get into a fight with now. So not just going to have a little race of his own. Juicy got it wrong somewhere, now down in 4th position. Now he's going to feel the brunt. Now he's not managed to get some clean air. He's going to have to deal with all these drivers closing up on him behind. So Apache now leads, Dizzy second. For how long? Don, no. Don coming through to take second. Juicy Ailes just got it off through there as well. Down in 9th, he might even lose a couple more positions here. So he's under all sorts of pressure, is Juicy. Where's he gone? area is 10th, so there you go. From race lead all the way down to 10th in a lap. Suzuka's got the inside line, but GC Ale not backing out of that one. Down towards the chicane. Does hold the line into there though, so holds on to that 10th for now, but back onto this start-finish straight. So GC Ale, yeah, at times I think he thought he was getting away with that one with a 3-second lead, but it wasn't to be. Oh, there's cars all over the place. So Aldo just gone off, Baggy's just gone off, turn 1 and the Degners taking it out of these drivers. Aldo comes sneaking through. No, it wasn't Aldo that gets slung off then. GCA was getting himself back through, holding 6th. This is helping the other drivers are chucking themselves off track though. Manny just being very cautious on the throttle through these. He needs to be Timosius hot on his tail as they head down towards Degner 1. He's going to sling one up the inside. He's got the line. He's just caught Manny. He's got the line now into Degner 2. GCL trying to lose his penalty, trying to get through as well. He's got a side-by-side fight with Ural that. Now Timosius into the hairpin. He's got the inside line. Slings one up the inside of Manny as well. Just gets nudged off track by Manny. He's back on now though. He's holding 4th. Manny getting beaten up a little bit by Timosius. But just what happens in these cars, it's chaos and mayhem from start to finish. Absolutely, look. The car's sideways and backwards, and got a few drivers dropped off this pace now. Oh, you're all that being pushed wide onto the exit of Spoon. Back on track though. So who has who've we lost off the back of this lot? Baggy. Oh, Baggy, how far are you back? 4.2. You should be able to claw that back. Maybe 7 minutes to go. Convicts Popeye another 7 seconds back. Don's all the way at the back of the pack. He's got another 3 seconds to close up on Convicts. See if he can get anything out of this one. Super hot into 130R. So all still kicking off here at the front. Like I say, they may as well have just had a 1-lap race apart from the few guys that are straggling. Can Apache hold on to it for another 6.5 minutes? Aldo's got himself back through the pack and into 2nd. Dizzy 3rd, Juicy's back up into 4th. Timothy's 5th, Valium 6th. Valium was all off in turn 1 a couple of laps ago. You're all that 7th, Pilgrim 8th, Fizruckus 9th, Baggy is back up with a slot in 10th. Manny now 11th, Dodgy 12th, Convicts Popeye 13th, another 4.8 seconds back, and Don all over his rear end, just 3/4 of a second back then. There for Apache. Just keeps that position from Aldo. Oh, someone going off in the background. Aldo looking to go around the outside at 130R. It's doable. Backs off, tries to get a slingshot of the inside into the... Oh, Pilgrim. He's had to back off the throttle a tiny bit to keep it from going in the sand. Fortunately, that's cost him. Back on track, right in front of a big pile of drivers. And now into the sand, and from race lead down to 10th. That's exactly what happened to Juicy, who has actually, oh, wrong button, got himself back up to race lead. 4.5 minutes remaining. Can he hold on to that? Timothy's back in third. Dizzy being pushed down a spot. Valium now fifth. Ural, that's sixth, making up a position. Manny seventh. Ruckus just getting a little bit elbows out with Baggy there in ninth. Dodgy looking for that position off him as well. Patchy in 11th. Don 12th, so he's got himself past Convicts. Convicts only got a 6-second gap. Unfortunately, Pilgrim now all the way down. 18 seconds. What happened to you, Pilgrim? He must have got sent into absolute oblivion. And we've got 15 drivers off at Degner 2. P1 Don's off. Dodgy just getting himself back on track. Chaos in this lobby. Chaos. Seem to have a good time though. They all say they're loving these races. So Juicy back into the top spot. 3 minutes remaining. Valium now second. Timosius third. Dizzy fourth. All that in fifth. Manny sixth. So careful into these, being so tightly packed with that boost function on. Oh, our Valium getting nudged wide. He's off on the exit as well. Back on track now, but hemorrhaging positions. Well, that might be under pressure from Manny. Dizzy going back for the move as well in front. So retakes second. He's now 1.4 seconds back from Juicy. Don's left the room. So gap coming down between Juicy and Diz. Just 3/4 of a second between them. Dizzy's still got Timosius though, and Manny, and you're all that. Pretty close behind. Everyone else is oh, they were. Fizz Ruckus has decided to go for a picnic. Dodgy almost following him through there. Oh, some big glitching going on from Dodgy. Baggy looking to get that position off him. Can he sling one down at the hairpin? No, he can't. Dodgy going defensive. Baggy holding 11th then. Pilgrim 12th. And Aldo. Oh, Aldo, what's happened? What's happened, Aldo? Not too sure. Juicy still leading. A minute left on the clock. They should cross the line and get another lap in. So they have stretched gaps open now. Top 5, top 6. All pretty close, tightly packed. There's a bit of a gap back to 7th place Fizz Ruckus. And then there's another big pile of drivers. Dizzy all over the rear end of Juicy. He's got a big chunk of penalty to lose though. Don't think he's worried about that. So we are just about to run out of time on the race timer. They will finish this lap and that'll be it. Can Juicy hold on to this race lead? Debut tonight in the P1RC Stuey Mac time attack. Qualified top. Led pretty much most of it. Got sent somewhere down to 10th position and has got himself back up to the front, but whether he can hold it from Dizzy. Timosius as well looking pretty dangerous. Manny holding 4th. Still anyone's really. If they all went off at this hairpin, anybody could take it, literally. 10 wide going up the back straight. So down to 10 drivers, unfortunately. Juicy then through Spoon for the last time, still being chased by Dizzy and Timosius. Top three have just pulled a little bit of a gap, whether that helps them out or not. So heading up this back straight then. Race leader Juicy under threat from Dizzy and Timosius. Just the chicane to go. Through there cleanly. Timosius under pressure from Apache though, but Timosius got it all wrong. He's taken himself and Apache out. Juicy takes it though. Manny takes second. What? Dizzy third. Timosius fourth. You're all that fifth. Convict sixth. Convict sixth. What on earth has happened here? Fitzrucker seventh. Baggy eighth. Dodgy ninth. There's been absolute chaos and mayhem going on there. Absolute. Juicy taking the win though. Yeah, Apache getting taken out right at the end there, I think, trying to run around the outside of Timosius. He was looking good, but Timosius, back end stepped out on his car, I think just while he was trying to correct it, took out Apache, and then took himself out. But yeah, it was a bit bumpy and bargy, that one, a difficult circuit for these cars to race on. The lobby settings don't always play into the hands of the racers. So up the back straight into 130R and into the chicane, they're carrying so much speed that sometimes the drivers at the back that are getting the extra supersonic boost sort of thing, yeah, they forget they're travelling at 5 million miles an hour, actually re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. But still a bit still a nice tight race in there between the P1 boys. But yeah, a little bit more difficult on the tarmac. I suppose, you know, the guys are used to racing on tarmac. The dirt, it's anyone's business on dirt. It's you know, people still try to drive cleanly, but it's expected that it's a bumpy track. You're going to get loose. You're going to lose it. Yeah, I think people just expect these cars to handle like race cars at these kind of circuits, and they don't. So when they let go, and if you're in the vicinity, you get taken out with it, unfortunately. But that's the end of it for another week. I don't know where we are next week, but we are back to dirt circuits next week. So same thing, but a bit muddier. Oh, there we go. That was round 4 of Stewie Mac Time Attack from the P1RC boys, as we just get booted out of the lobby. I'm back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for GTTCC, covering the Fusion lobby. So that's quarter of an hour qualifying, 2 half-hour races. That's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Back on Sunday night for the Tanso Racing NI300 League. I'm not too sure what the cars are in that. I'll have to have a dig about. So that's 8 o'clock, followed straight after that at 9 o'clock with the P1 boys again and their M3 BMW GR3 League. Monday night, 8:30 is Tanso Racing boys again with the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. And Wednesday, back, is it round 10? Is it round 9? Round 10 of MRC's Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. Yeah, some good racing in that one. And then back next week for the dirt circuit of these, the dirt versions. A little bit more chaotic because the cars don't go in a straight line. Nor do the circuits. Or anything else in these races, to be quite honest. But yes, I do hope you've liked what you've watched. If you want to help my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker. Drop a little donation if you can. Other than that, give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of it.